Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to my reaction to episode 21 of Initial D, which is episode 21 challenge from a superstar. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, now because I may or may not be able to show the video over in a corner. Some people said for me to put a timer. I honestly have no idea how to put a traditional timer in the video. I really have no idea how to do that, so you'll just have to go with this very poorly done timer and me counting down. So, starting the video in 3, 2, 1, click. So whenever you hear me say click, that's whenever I'm clicking the mouse. That's whenever you need to hit play. There we go. Ah, that feels better. I can actually adjust the volume a bit more. I know that Initial D, as far as automotive and as far as automotive anime goes, it's definitely an extremely popular one and definitely one of the most notorious. And I know some people do actually have replicas, like real 1/1 scale replicas. They've got the real cars and they've had them painted in decal to look like a few of the cars from the series, but I'm curious if every single car from Initial D has actually been replicated in real life, and that there are people that actually maybe have every single car, well, maybe not every single car, but there are people that if they were to gather together, every single car from Initial D would be there. Boosh. Really? Every street car? Really? Probably didn't know that. Really, dude? Oh, boy. And he still wants to challenge you again. Huh? Abnormal. He wants to take you out. So that's his way of challenging. Okay. It's a challenge. Or he'll keep getting flowers. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Actually, the race isn't going to. Half the race will happen in this episode, and the second half will happen in the next episode. I know how the formula goes. Of course I do. It's just like I got flowers from a guy, so you know. um, it's a little awkward. Oh, so there's the thumbnail. Okay. That is lovely scenery right there. About. Talking. This is how it's done. Okay. She's actually going to kiss him? Do it. Do it. Don't move to the side. Let her head hit the windshield. Don't do it. Yeah, they kiss. Yes. I love the piano too here. It's very, very beautiful. Did you shut off the headlights? Oh boy, now they're going to be asking him about it. Dude, you're not really hiding that well because that book you're looking at is bigger than than the other book. That's completely normal for him. It's school that does that to everybody. Maybe he's just bored because school does that to you. Freedom? You want freedom? Too soon. Too soon, dude. This is also too soon. His eyes bugged out so much he looked like those animals on the front of those cards at Rite Aid or Walgreens. Yeah, neither have I. What? Too soon, dude. Guys, a little uh, ex- extensive, don't you think? A little excessive here, okay? Like, just chill. What are you gonna do? Take him out and castrate him? Boy, he looks ticked. I love how nonchalant he is about it. Dude, keep your eyes on the road. How far did you what? Dude, your face is going to twist and contort, okay? Watch out for the... We play gin rummy. Oh dear. Oh, watch out. Yes. Well, she more kiss him, but... Dude, you're steering right towards the cliff. Yeah, stop the car before we both die. That's a little insulting. What? Actually, there are multiple things. Oh, come on. Why is it the only thing you're thinking about? After kissing comes hopefully, a more solid relationship. Sex doesn't have to be a part of it. At least not in my book. That would come after marriage. You will, of course. Yes. I think there was a glitch right there, an animation glitch. Okay, so the race isn't in this episode. Okay. Hmm. I'm wondering actually now, okay, the with this particular track, with this ending track, if if there actually could be a couple of meanings to this particular track. One is it could be Takumi and the girl. It could also be maybe a reference, possibly, to the concept of loving racing. I wonder if I could find this full performance here on YouTube as it is. No, no, they didn't. No, they. Oh, you uphill battle. Oh boy. Now I gotta stop this. Okay. Hey, yeah. Well, I'm thinking that Takumi is not. He may or may not be thinking about the race, but I'm thinking that he's. It's kind of a combination. Um, he is thinking about. He is thinking about the girl. Yes, he's definitely thinking about that, and I think for him it's interesting. Uh, uh, this girl is actually dedicating this much time to being around him, and is actually putting forth so much effort, as much effort that she is to try to help him unwind and help him to just kind of loosen up and have fun. And I think it's interesting. I think he possibly sees that, and it's something new to him. So I think he's wondering about that as well. But he's also thinking about it. He made the mention that he's thinking about the future, and he didn't say what the future, which future. But I think that he could be thinking about both the relationship concept and the concept of racing in the long run. Um, about what is actually and going to happen. Um, with the girl, he's thinking that he could be wondering possibly if he'll actually be able to maybe take her possibly on a race. He could be wondering that. But I'm thinking the biggest thing that he's thinking about is he's thinking about the girl, and he's thinking about being in a relationship with her. I don't I really don't think he's thinking about is it going to work out, but I think he's thinking about that. Like, here's a girl who's actually paying attention to him and acknowledging his existence, and he's wondering about that. It's new to him, and I think that's also, I think for him, he might look at it in a similar way to that of racing. It wasn't something that he thought of much before, but whenever he started with it, he found that he had an interest in it. And I think the relationship is probably along those same lines. He's probably also thinking about the race. He's got the race coming up, and what he's wondering, he could be wondering, could he actually win? And what is what he could be thinking, what's going to happen long term? Like, what's going to happen long term? Is he going to keep racing for good? Or is it just a kind of a hobby that he'll do from time to time? Um, he said he's not good with, he said he's not good with really deep thoughts. But I am curious about what's going to happen, and I speculated that I was actually wrong. I figured that half the race would be in this episode, and the second half would be next. Oh, it's not. The next race probably. Well, I'm thinking it's probably going to be, according over here in the recommendations, episode 22 is Fierce Uphill Battle, and it shows a screen of the race between the Red Suns and the Night Kids. And the third episode, the Rainy Something, it doesn't finish saying. But it shows a thumbnail of the 8-6 and the Red Suns vehicle. So, okay. There's going to be races in the next couple of episodes, theoretically. And episode 24 is Akagi's White Something. Again, it doesn't finish saying what it is. But, yeah. So, got some interesting stuff coming up in the next few episodes as well. But I'm still, like, Takumi's been more out of it than normal. And it's interesting that the other guys are kind of feeling left out because Takumi may have a girlfriend, and so they're feeling left out. And I'll be honest, it irritates me that that little fella, his first thought is, you did it with her. You had sex with her. Or sex is next step. It irritates me that that is quite often what people's first thought is in regard to that. Like, oh, you kissed. That means the next step is that. No. No, it doesn't always mean that sex is the next step. No. No, it irritates me whenever people jump ahead to that conclusion. There are definitely other possibilities and other things that two people can do. He thinks that they may have did it, and he's jealous of Takumi and this girl. I can tell. He said, "I've never even held a girl's hand." I'll be honest, I never have either. But I never have either. But I'm hoping that Takumi and this girl will stay a thing. But yeah, that's definitely interesting. And Takumi has been more out of it, and I could tell whenever he was with the girl that um, he was thinking about the race and probably maybe thinking about the future. And whenever that girl told him that he has a competitive nature, and she actually kind of likes that about him, he didn't say anything. It just kind of took him by surprise, and so I think that that made him think more about it. So yeah, I'm very curious about what's going to happen. So I guess we'll find out in the next episode of Initial D. Well, during the rest of this stage, I guess. But thanks again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.